Hi guys, we well? Yeah. Good. I'm Annabelle. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I used to be an unqualified supply teacher. Yeah, once I had to teach GCSE history, and I said, you see this guy here on the board, Mussolini, bad guy, get it down. About 20 minutes later, a boy put his hand up and went, yeah, miss, Mussolini was a bad guy, but the guy on the board was Danny DeVito. Oops. There's such a difference, cover teaching in a primary school and a secondary high school, because in a primary school, all the kids are so sweet and innocent, but then in a high school, a boy will come up to you and say, I don't know who you are or what you've done, but you're gonna die today. Honestly, I did some work in a pupil referral unit. Do you know what it is? It's like for kids that have been kicked out of school. And it wasn't that bad. The kids were so mature. So mature, in fact, that we used to have cigarette breaks with them. Save me twos, get that essay into me. I'll think about it. Yeah, there was this time where kids had to pick their GCSEs. So one boy picked BTEC Business because he wanted a more entrepreneurial approach to drug dealing. 6 stamps and a free bags. Good deal, guys. When I was at school, right, I used to lose my school jumper a lot, and the only way I could find it is if I went and sniffed every single jumper in the classroom. I know some of you did it as well. Now, my mum was like, don't do that, Annabelle. I've written your name in the label. And I said, Mum, I can sniff better than I can read. Only something I've stopped saying now as a 25-year-old woman. It means something completely different. I did some work in a nursery as well. Now, taking 3- and 4-year-old children to the toilet reminds me so much of drunk women in nightclub toilets. Do you know the nightclub toilet lady who's paid to make sure things don't get out of hand? That was me. I was end up saying the same things. I walked up to a cubicle door and I went, there's 2 of you in there, out. Giving each other Lego like it was some high-profile drug deal. Kids being sick in a Haribo K-hole. There was this one little girl, bless her, she was sat on the toilet, pants down, head against the wall, crying her eyes out, and she went, I just really want my mum. Haven't we all done it after a tray of Sambucas? So just gave her some Jimmy Choo, a lollipop and a line for carpet time. She was fine. No, I didn't. I went to some horrible toilets the other day in Cafe Nero. You know the ones that's like cubicle for males, cubicle for females and a sink? So I went in the female cubicle. It was lovely because someone had obviously engraved positive messages on the back of the door in blood, like, you are enough, and dump him. I'm like, yes. But I came out the toilet and I washed my hands and I thought, I wonder what the male cubicle's like. Because it's 2023 and I'd hate for it to be any different. But I looked and it had one thing written on the wall, which was, I like boobies. Wow. We've really progressed as a society, haven't we? Because it was me who wrote it. Yeah. Do you know what my teenage niece calls me? She calls me her anti-depressant. Thought, I'll give her that one, that was quite funny. And then I told her that depression runs in the family. So you're next, you little bitch. I'm very close with my nan, but she's been to a lot of funerals recently. She's been to so many funerals that she could have a tour T-shirt with all the dates on the back. Okay. But Margaret's not dead, Nan. To be confirmed, Annabelle. More dates to follow. We had to go to a funeral a few weeks ago. We were coming out the creme. By the way, that's what members only call crematorium. We're coming out the creme. And my nan goes, when I go, I want my favourite song of all time played at my funeral. I looked at her dead in the eyes and I said, we are not having Blurred Lines played at your funeral. God, it's a horrible song. I said, do you know what that song's about? And she went, an optician's. I was like, don't get funny with me, Nan. Can you imagine that in the closing ceremony, though? You're a good girl.